Hello, welcome back. This is part 3. As I've been describing about multimeters, there are accessories that you have to have as a technician to connect to certain receptacles, certain components. Now, the different type of points that you have on the leads, these are the ones I think that are great. You see how long these are? These are very, very long leads over here. That means if you want to get into a socket or a connector, this is the best tool to use. All right? Or with pins or chips. I know we don't do chips on Automotive here, but this is the best one to do. There is another one that I used in a video, and maybe people didn't understand what I was trying to make the point. Instead of using two separate ones, a positive and a negative that you always see over here, this is one probe. However, a positive and negative over here, together. You see this? This is two probes together, but it's one single unit. That's the best way I can describe it. And when did I use this? I used this to go across fuses, very small fuses, to measure current flow, or terminals, as I did in that video. Because I didn't want to have two separate ones, I put this one in the terminal. That's what I did in that video. Go back to that video, how to measure fuses, how to measure car fuses. Then you'll understand the point I was trying to make. Let's say this is a maxi fuse. We call this a max. This is the big ones, right? 50 amps means it's a red fuse. Look for a red fuse at 50 amps. This is too small. It won't make contact with it. The mini fuses, the small ones, are for these. This is what I use it for, to measure the small fuses and to put it in the slot. When I take out the fuse, I want to measure current. The only way you can measure current is if you take out the fuse and you put the meter in its place. And that's what I did in that video. Maybe it was a little hard to understand it. Maybe I didn't explain it fully or correctly on my part, but I will try to improve those type of videos, but that's what I was trying to achieve, to accomplish with that. Now, many accessories. Sometimes you have to clamp onto the battery post. You need a good one, or a good hard one, right? This is the one. This is the one to use. You see these alligator? These are tough, and this will hold on to anything, especially the posts. So obviously you have, red, you have black, whatever. And these attach on this side to the terminal, to the probe that you are using. Now, those are too big, you get smaller ones, right? They always attach, and they are good. They are tight. They don't fall off. See the teeth? See the jaws? The jaws of a dog, right? Next, let's show this one. Sometimes you need to flip it. See this? See these teeth? This goes into the probe. Sometimes you need something long, right, to get into a narrow place. I like this also. Look at that. Doesn't let go. The jaws of these are what make it unique. Okay? That's that. Now, sometimes you need a lead, and I'll show you. Let me take this one away. Let me take this one away at an angle. You see this? This is not straight. You see this 90-degree angle? Where you find probes like this? Sometimes you have to get into a very, very narrow place, but you don't have the proper space for it. You use this, a 90-degree one. This is very valuable to me. Now, let's say this one over here. Let's say I don't want to put a separate one. I don't want to put a separate one. A jaws, an alligator clip. It's called alligator, right? The jaws of an alligator, they clip. That's what it's called, alligator. Look at this one. This goes together already with the wire, so I don't have to attach it. I won't lose it, right? And I put it, and it attaches it to that. These are also good. Then you have the screw-on types. The screw-on types, these go to another one. These screw onto the probe, and you can always change the accessory. So this will go to another probe, screw on to the meter, and you can always change. So in other words, let's say I need this type, right? This will fit into the probe. I could go from this one, I could go from this one. Also good accessories. All right, I love these things. This is a must. You have to have multiple types of probes and accessories. Always, you know, if you're going to do computer or whatever you have to do, whatever, you have to do the room. This is the one I've been using. This is made by CE. CE has a bunch of multimeters they make. They are fantastic, almost as good as Fluke, I would say, but they are great. Okay, obviously you've seen this. I've used this so many times. This is the clamp of the meter where you want to measure current. You don't break the circuit. I put it around, as I've done in so many videos. Look on my channel. You don't have to break the circuit. You put it around the wire because the wire has a magnetic field. Every wire that has current going through it has a magnetic field. This picks up the magnetic field, and in that form, it changes it to a current form that it can measure. Okay, this I like for automotive. This is small. I like a small one. I can get into very cramped. As you see in automotive, there is not much room to finagle with. You have very little room. There are belts, hoses. You need a small jaw. Okay, let me show you the difference. These two serve the same purpose, but look at this jaw. This is good for electrical work. I cannot fit this in every single place in automotive in a car. Belts, hoses, engines, pumps, pulleys. No, you can't fit it in. Look at the size difference between these two. That's why if you ever go to best clamp meters, it'll give you this. But that's not the best clamp meter for automotive. It depends on what you're referring to. If you're if you're referring to if you're referring to electrical, where you have thick wires, AC and 220 volts, yes, you can have the room. You can use this. No, not in automotive. This will not work. So when they say the best clamp meters, they're referring to which is probably the most accurate and things like that. But you have to understand, it depends on the skill, on the profession that you're in. That they don't mention. This is the best. This is small compared to this, and pretty accurate, as I have showed you. I recommend you always have some attachments, different probes for different situations. It is very, very important. In electronics, you will not fit everything by the regular probe. This is the regular probe tip. Not always will do the job. You have to come out with different forms of probes. Remember that, okay? Now, go to my channel, Joe Electronic Schematic for Auto. Please, you'll see so many different videos, transistors, and I'm redoing them, hopefully. And then you'll see different types of videos and how to use multimeters and all these things. So thanks for watching, and like I said, to me the most important is the minutes watched. That's what holds on to the audience. That's what YouTube wants. All right, not the views. Obviously I don't have the views. I'm lucky I have minutes watched. That's getting me through this, hopefully. Okay, thanks for watching, and please go to my channel. I need like 500 hours more watch. Thank you.